Hey guys, it's Liv and welcome back to my kitchen. If this is your first time visiting my channel, welcome. I hope you stay and have a look around. And if you're already a subscriber, welcome back. Today I'm going to be showing you how to make the best, simple chocolate chip cookies that are vegan, so they're dairy-free and they're egg-free. They're not gluten-free, but if you make these and you make them with gluten-free flour, definitely leave a comment below so that I know if they can be made gluten-free, but for right now, they are not gluten-free. Little disclaimer, this recipe is based off of a recipe from Daily Rebecca where she reposted this recipe from a different blog, and I'm not sure the name of that blog. I just got this from her blog, so yeah, this is similar, but I made a few changes. I hope you enjoy this cookie recipe. I'm just going to go put on my apron and I will see you soon. I don't actually wear this apron when I'm cooking, but I think it's hilarious, and I used it for some pictures for my e-cookbook that I made, and yeah. So I'm just using a big metal bowl. So the first thing we're gonna do, in the original recipe, it uses all coconut oil, but I actually found a better result using half Earth Balance vegan butter and half coconut oil, so I'll show you what I mean. So this is the Earth Balance that I'm using. It's just like the original, I think. Usually I get the soy-free, but this is all they had this time, so yeah, this is what I got. So we're going to do a 1/4 cup of vegan butter and then a 1/4 cup of coconut oil. And this is the coconut oil that I use. Oh, there we go. My camera's having a rough time. So yeah, it's just organic coconut oil. I have this huge tub because it's from Costco. Thumbs up if you know what Costco is. You don't have to melt the coconut oil or anything, so you're just gonna do a 1/4 cup of that into the bowl. Of that. So in total, you're gonna have half a cup of that. Oh no. Okay, so next, I'm just going to take this 1 cup measure and I'm gonna measure 1 cup of brown sugar. Let's use this. And my brown sugar is hard. Okay, so tip for anyone who has like a whole container of hard brown sugar. This won't help you right now if that's all you have. I have an extra bag though, so I'm just gonna use this. But if you have a whole container of like really hard brown sugar, put just a slice of bread in with it and leave it overnight. And then once you come back, your sugar will be perfectly soft. And now we're going to, in my recipes, or any recipe really, when it says cream together the butter or coconut oil and brown sugar, you just literally take a spoon. I like to use the back of the spoon and just push it like this. Oops, you can't see. Push it like this. Okay. Taking a tablespoon measuring spoon and some vanilla extract. This is also from Costco. Yep. And I'm just putting a tablespoon of vanilla into the mix. After you stir that around, you want to do a 1/4 cup of almond milk. So I'm just going to come back with my 1/4 cup measure and measure out a 1/4 cup of almond milk. And then you just stir it. It'll be kind of messy looking, but it's okay. And then it'll kind of be this like soft, gooey mixture. And this is the annoying part. You need either a separate bowl or a bigger cup measure. And you need 2 cups of flour. Then, once you have this, you want to get a teaspoon. So a teaspoon is also known as 5 milliliters, so just get, oh shit, I feel like I'm out of baking powder. Okay, so you wanna get 1 teaspoon of baking soda, put it into the flour, and if I'm not totally out of this, I will be shocked. Oh my god! Every time I try and get baking powder, I'm like, it's gonna be the last thing. Next thing I bake, I'm gonna be out of luck. And then you're gonna dump that in with the flour and the baking soda mixture. Now at this point, you are free to add salt if you want, but I don't know, I guess some people like salty cookies, but I don't add any salt. Oops. And then you're just trying to stir 2 cups of flour in a measuring cup that's 2 cups big. But anyways, you just want to stir it so that it's all mixed together. Like, ow! Like that. So then you just pour in, not all of it, maybe about a cup. And you just want to slowly stir it. And it's gonna become slightly more difficult as you go, but I think you can handle it. Also, before I forget, we're going to preheat the oven right now, just before you start mixing this, to 375. Just so that it preheats while you're doing this. Pour this to there. Perfect. I hate when people say perfect. And then sometimes I just use my hands too. So the warmness of my hands just helps mix it all. Some options of things to do while you wait for the oven to preheat. You can A, have a dance party, which I normally do. B, you can eat copious amounts of cookie dough because it has no egg and it tastes amazing, which I also normally do. Or C, you can be boring and prepare your pan so that you have somewhere to put the dough when the oven beeps. My friend Scott told me that I should make a Spotify playlist with like songs to listen to while you cook, which I think is a really cute idea. Except I feel like most people won't like the music I listen to while I cook. And this is what happens when your pan isn't ready. If you have one of these, it would be ideal. It's called a Silpat mat. It looks like this, and it's just a silicone mat thing that you can use to bake stuff on. If you don't have one of them, then just use parchment paper. But for these, I'm just taking about this much. So I would say that's maybe, actually, it's just over a tablespoon. So that's a heaping tablespoon amount. I just push them down a little bit. You don't really have to do that. So this is what they'll look like going in. Some of them I pushed down and some of them I didn't, so that you can just see the difference when I take it out, how it looks. But you just want to make sure there's no edges sticking out or else they can burn. So put them on for 7 minutes. After 7, I usually check them and they need about 1 more minute. So I'll just like flip the pan around and put it in again. Okay, so I checked the cookies and they needed 1 more minute, so I put them on for 1 more minute. This is what they look like when they come out. They're kind of puffy, as you can see, but don't freak out. But I think it helps to take them off the heat right away because then it just helps them depuff quicker. I'm sure there's a better word for depuff, but I don't know what it is. Deflate. That's a good one. Then you just need to scoop the rest of your dough into cookies. Yeah. And then don't forget to put your gloves back on because the pan's so hot. I put them for 8 minutes this time. Ta-da! They have deflated. Well, I think they're just puffy enough. Like, they're not too puffy, but they're not flat as pancakes. As you can see. They're basically just perfect. Let's try one. They're delicious. If you like this video, don't forget to subscribe down below, and I will see you next time.